wasn't for sobriety. So
I would think it would be a hard thing every day. You know, and like you say, some days are easy.
yeah.
So when, like, you see something like a Luann, you know, like just being in the Bravo world, like, do you feel, hey, I should reach out?
I don't know her personally. I haven't met her. She wasn't at BravoCon, but I did reach through Dave Quinn. I said, just let her know if she ever wants anyone to go to a meeting with her or anything, I'm here. Give her my number. I did do that because that is what sober people do. There's other people in the Bravo community that I do talk to about sobriety, not just Housewives, but other shows.
Like who?
Like Carl from Summer House. You know, I talked to him, like Leah. So there's people in this world that are sober,
Yeah.
and it's nice to know you're not alone. And it's an interesting dynamic being sober in the public eye, you know, because on one hand people want you to be sober, on the other hand they can't wait for you to fall. Like the press when she at Townhouse, it wasn't nice.
No, it wasn't nice.
And that's not kind. I remember when Demi Lovato had her documentary. I was so proud of her for admitting that she was doing California sober because no one talks about that. It's not for me, but like I love that she's being brutally honest. And I think we just need to be as honest as we can about sobriety because it's hard and it's not perfect and we all fail. It's one day at a time, progress, not perfection.
Well, it's not for Demi Lovato anymore either.
Yeah.
I mean, she has now said it's not for me. Are you, so I mean, that was another question of mine. Again, no judgment. Are you like sober? Like
I'm sober.
nothing?
I honor it too much. Could I smoke a joint? Sure. Could I drop some E? Sure. Do I want to? No, because for me, the blessings that have come with sobriety mean so much to me.
Right.
I truly honor it. And I honor the program that got me here. And I would feel like I was lying. I don't want to go to a meeting and feel like I'm lying. I need that to be my safe place.
That makes a lot of sense. So why, when you come out as gay and you come out as an alcoholic, and these are things that are real in your life, why, I mean, we look at like all the things Vicky went through and you say you're friends with Tim. I mean, why is it that people don't believe it when it's you? You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things that happen to a lot of housewives back to back to back. Why was that the narrative?
I think there's a few reasons. One, it's the culture of Housewives is people don't want to believe it. When Dorit's house got broken into, people thought she made it up. That's disgusting.
They did.
I think that's the culture. People hate watch. I think that's new. I don't recall this 15 years ago. Well, there wasn't Instagram as popular anyway. So I think there's a culture of hate watching. You know, you want to aspire to something, but you also want to see it brought down. And I don't understand the psychology behind it with the viewers. I don't know. I think for me, the coming out as a mother was really hard on women. Women don't want to see a woman living her best life. Like, you have children now. That's all you should do. I think there's a martyrdom in our society, especially with unhappiness with women. You know, they have to have a reason for being so unhappy, not changing their lives. And when they see women breaking out of that, they have to bring her down. Otherwise, their lives don't make sense.
Right, like just staying when they don't want to. Really,
yeah, or a lot of things. I think a lot of women are unhappy. You know, having children is very hard. And I think if you go into the mommy martyr syndrome, it's easier to pull other women down. I also think that there's a lot to be said about what Bravo airs. They get to pick and choose. So if they want that to be a storyline, oh, she's faking it for ratings, well, that's on them. If I was editing the show, I would have had an uplifting story about getting sober and living your best life. But they didn't want to go that route. So they gave airtime to another level. And it is what it is. Luckily, we do have social media. So it took me a couple years, but I do think people now believe I'm sober.
I think they believe that. I think they believe that you're gay. I think that, I think they do.
Yeah.
But I definitely think it took a minute.
It took
and a half.
Long fucking time. And yeah, that sucked, but I know my truth. I know it. And I think as long as you know who you are, cut out the noise.
Were you mad that like Bravo kind of was going with that narrative?
Yes. I mean, here's my PC answer. I'm so grateful for the opportunity. Thank you for the platform. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I've said that a million times. And although that is true, dude, that was fucked up. Like, what is wrong with you people? You equated two women having sex to eating raw fish. Not cool. Not cool. You said I was faking alcoholism. Not cool. Like, dude, no, lame. Oh, we're gay. We're a gay-friendly network. No, you're not. Like, I might get in trouble for this, but like, my coming out story was big and messy, and it didn't fit with the narrative that they wanted to push. So it's like, coming out isn't always simple.
No.
And they've recently cast, and I love this. I do love this, that Bravo finally has a same-sex couple in Miami. But it's like, that's more palpable. We can understand it. Famous couple, 2 kids. Julia's story is, I have a lot of respect for everything she's been through. She's an amazing woman. And I'm glad Bravo's done that. But you also need to give sort of some space, for some coming out stories aren't easy.
Right.
And it's not going to be, the DeBros. I love that they accepted their children so amazingly. But that's not always the case. Not every kid has that experience. Coming out can be hard. Mine was hard. It wasn't all love and rainbows. So show that too. Because a lot of viewers are sitting at home somewhere, and it's not all good for them. So,
no, I get it. Well, also to that point, and I need to look at the actual language that they use. But, I believe they use the we've cast our first ever.
Oh,
lesbian.
I saw the press release. Yeah.
Yeah.
A bunch of people sent it to me because they were so angry. They were like, what the fuck? It says first LGBTQ. Now, let's be honest. I'm not the first LGBTQ. There have been other queer housewives. Ashley Darby. Barb wasn't a housewife, but, she's bi.
Well,
Kim Zolciak dated a woman. Candy has said that she has. So if we're
and
talking about,
to keep it close to home, but Fernanda Rocha.
Yeah, she wasn't a housewife, but she was cut down. She was supposed to be. She was cut out of the photo last minute. So there have been other LGBTQ housewives.
Yes.
Way before me. I wasn't even the first of that. So when they wrote the first LGBTQ, I was like, no. But you know what? That's straight washing. Because they wanted to give it to you in a palatable form. And that's sort of what Bravo does. They whitewash, they straight wash. And I've gone on tangents about this. But when a bunch of people sent that to me because they were like, what the hell? And I was like, I know, because I'm not even that. I'm the first lesbian housewife because Julia doesn't even identify as a lesbian. She identifies as bi, which is beautiful.
Right.
But to just sort of negate everything I'd gone through on camera and pretend like it didn't happen.
Earlier-ish,
like
1.5.
That hurt because I was like, wow, you're trying to erase me. And it's that straight erasure. Yeah, that's the right word. Straight erasure. That was so hard. It was like, at least don't do that. They were the first gay couple. And that's beautiful. And we need more of that. And I hope we get a trans housewife soon. Let's keep going. Don't stop with that. But for when they wrote that, it was like a middle finger to me. And